Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to the Accra University Library, where we are about to start something truly extraordinary. That is a student entrepreneur show. I will be your host. I'm Ubedodreji, and I can't wait to guide you on this thrilling ride into the world of student entrepreneurship. This show is all about you, the dreamers, the creators, and the change makers of tomorrow. Each episode, we are going to dive deep into the minds of these young entrepreneurs, the journey, the challenges they've overcome, and the secret to their success. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first episode of ATU's Library Student Entrepreneur Show. Today, we have a remarkable guest who embodies the true spirit of determination, resilience, and entrepreneurship. Do you want to know who actually this guest is? All right, let me cut it short. I'll just say that our guest is a loving mother. She will say more about herself, but her journey to success is an inspirational one which will help all of us. For now, let me introduce our sponsors for the show. We have Save Cash. If you already know, Save Cash is just all about downloading an app on Google Play or App Store that is going to track your daily budget weekly or monthly. We have AfriLogic. They are into providing technical solutions or IT solutions to corporate institutions. We also have Firstman. Firstman deals in Power Apps, data analytics, data science. If you really want to know more or be a data scientist, it means that you have to follow Firstman. So without further ado, let me just introduce our remarkable guests. Okay, you see a pretty lady over here? All right, you're welcome to the ATU's Library Student Entrepreneur Show. This is the first episode, and you're fortunate to be our guest. All right.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you too?
Okay, I'm also doing pretty good. Can you tell us your name, who you are, what do you do? We know that you are a student entrepreneur, but what actually do you do?
Okay, I'm Patricia Amwako Kav.
Okay.
I'm an corporate events planner and entrepreneur.
Okay, so a corporate event planner.
Yes.
Okay. Are you also a caterer?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So we have Patricia over here. She just mentioned some activities that she engages herself into. That is, she is a creative caterer, um, a corporate event planner, and a loving mother as well. All right. During the interview, we will ask you the number of cases that you have because we'll be receiving some questions from our viewers, and so we'll be asking you those questions. Yeah. All right, lovely viewers. So, we just heard our guest name. That is Madam Patricia. In fact, before I'll continue, um, I will entreat you to keep your questions coming. Okay? Yes. So send them because I'm going to ask my guest. Okay. So, Madam Patricia, you said earlier on that you are a caterer. Actually, not just a caterer, but a creative caterer. You also said you are a corporate event planner. We want to know, from our viewers, we really want to know about your business. So tell us more about your business. Do you have a brand name?
Yes, actually, I have a brand name
Oh, really?
that is a Pat Signature.
Oh, okay. So, Past Signature
Yes.
is your brand name.
Yes, please.
Wow, I love the name. But can you also tell us what you cater for or what actually Past Signature is into?
Okay. Pat Signature cater for events, wedding, engagements, funerals, birthday, all kinds of events.
Okay.
And we take domestic others to others request for food for their homes
Okay.
and then many other things.
Okay. So the last part it means that apart from this corporate people requesting for something from that is event planning, let's say some parties, weddings, funerals. It means that we have individuals
Oh, yes.
that request food from you.
Yes, please.
So, okay, so they just give you a call. Our past signature is like today. I feel like taking fufu.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
so you can just do, or you can just prepare a soup,
Yes,
stew. Then, oh, okay. So, our guest is not only into this corporate event and stuff, but if you are in your various homes and you want to get something to eat, you can just contact her and she'll get the thing prepared for you. Okay. Now, I just received this question from some of our viewers, and it keeps coming, but I think this is very important.
okay.
I should ask you. Now, we have this question from one of our viewers, and she's asking, Madam Pat, building a successful business often require a strong support team or a strong support system. We admit, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the person wants to know that, do you have mentors or role models? Do
Yeah.
you? So we want to know the role models that helped you in your entrepreneurial journey. Who are they?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank my husband. My husband is one.
Okay.
Friends on my contact list call and encourage me, giving me backup that I am doing a great job. Others too, there are others to call and give me corrections, and I learned from that. Thirdly, I would like to thank my colleagues from the office. They give me more push, and that is what have encouraged me to this.
Oh, wow. Wow. I love that. So we can see that your husband has been the backbone of your entrepreneurial journey.
Yes.
All right. That sounds so lovely. Okay. So we have more questions. Actually, the show is for our viewers. So all the questions that I'll be asking, they are just coming from our viewers. Okay. So the messages keep coming on our WhatsApp platform. We also have some of the messages from Facebook and also from Twitter as well. Okay, all right. Madam Patricia, you made mention of your husband as role model. In fact, we really want to ask you some few questions on that. Putting it in a different context, it means that your husband also motivates you a lot. But briefly, can you tell us how your husband actually encourages you in this your entrepreneurial journey?
Yes, right. Actually, at times we've been getting orders. There are some others that demand we need to travel outside Accra.
Okay, so from what you are saying, it's not all others that you do in Accra.
No, please.
There are some that you have to travel far distance.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we are getting you. So, in such events or in such circumstances, what role does your husband play?
Yeah, being a mother of four kids, if not the support of my husband, I wouldn't have traveled outside for, at times, we spend about 3 days or a
Oh,
week. So you
oh,
can imagine,
oh,
my
okay,
husband has to stay at the back and then cater for the kids, their school,
okay,
and then
okay.
take
I
care of them.
see. So it means that your husband will now be doing what we call home management,
Exactly.
meaning that what a mother should be doing will now be done by the father. Okay, then we can say that your husband has really helped a lot. But do you know one interesting thing? Because I was just reading some of the messages
Okay.
from our viewers, and okay, so some just indicated that you are their colleague. So it means that you are a student, right?
Yes, sure.
Okay, all right. So Patricia is a student entrepreneur, and we have some of her friends sending us messages. Now, this one is from, I think, one of your classmates. Now
Okay.
she's asking, um, the student life is already quite demanding. We know. Um, you do quizzes,
Mm.
may semester exams, and a whole lot. Now your friends would like to know how you manage the balance between academics and running a business. How do you balance these things?
Okay, I wouldn't say it was a smooth one. It is a tough journey,
Hmm.
but time management it is. At times, I have a friend in campus. Whenever I think classes start at 5 p.m.
Hmm.
and when it's at 6:30, then she'll call and she's like, "Obeba." I said, "Man, I'm going so, man, I'm going so, man, yeah, starting classes so." So these are some of the challenges I go through, but at the end of the day, I am able to cover them all. The business side, school, home, wife duties, and other things. So it is time managed. It is very challenging, but I manage them all. Others come and we run them too.
Oh, that sounds very encouraging because it's not very easy, as you've indicated earlier on, because we know that if you don't make the grades, actually, if you're a student, you are going to be sacked
Yeah,
or repeated.
exactly.
So you miss a class at your own risk, right?
Yes.
Okay. And all right. We just received a message that you're also an evening student. It means that you do all these rounds, you come to lectures, and you close late.
Very late.
What time do you get home?
At times 12
Oh,
a.m.
really?
depending on the particular subjects that we have, not all of the time. At times 11, at times 10.
Ah, I see. All right. So, Madam Pat, we realize that your colleagues are just sending us messages, and we now know that you were or you are an evening student. It means that sometimes you do close very late. Um, were there times that your kids barely see you at home?
Mm, okay. My kids, I leave home at 4. So while they see me, they close from school. I pick them from school, bring them home before I go back to campus. So they
Okay,
see me. It's only at night I really come home late. By the time I get home, they're also asleep.
they are also asleep. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Okay, now let's come back to past signature because there is this interesting question over here. People really want to know what inspired you. How did you start the journey? Then now past signature. What is the drive?
Okay. Personally, I love cooking. I love doing different things. I love cooking or presenting different varieties. So that it has been my passion for a long time.
Okay. All right. So your the passion to have several varieties, or your passion when it comes to cooking, um, if we would say, influence you the most
Yeah.
to come out with this concept that is part signature. Well, apart from knowing that every successful business has gotten some role models or people behind motivating you, we cannot dispute the fact that every successful business has also gotten ups and downs. We really want to delve into the downs because some of these downs or some of these things that really happen in business, if care isn't taken, will actually bring your business into a closure. Can you share with us some of the challenges that you encountered during your line of business?
I started part signature business normal, but I didn't know it will go beyond. It has not been easy. My best friend betrayed me, who is also a caterer. I remember 2 years ago, I had an order from Sunyang. So we have to travel to Sunyang. And I was going to work for about 500 guests, I remember. So I have to engage more hands to help me. So I called 4 workers and we have to travel. So we got to Sunyang and how what I was expecting my friend to flow and then support me what we're doing. She was rather doing the opposite.
Oh, okay. So if I could get you are trying to say that your friend wasn't doing what was expected of her,
Exactly.
but rather doing something contrary to what she was supposed to do. Okay, your best friend, really? I'm sure this was very bad from your side.
Actually, one thing is I didn't know what she was saying behind. She said so many things, but the client who gave me that job called me and she was like, "Who is this woman to you?" And I said, "Oh, she's my friend. She's also a caterer, but I have to come with her. I needed more hands." And she said, "One thing I want to tell you, you are my friend. I knew you very well, but I want to tell you, you need workers. You don't need friends for this, your job."
Ooh, okay, so let me make it clear so that our viewers will understand. So, what part is trying to say is what the friend did contrary to what was expected from her was that it's like past friend was saying bad things about her
Yeah,
to her client, something like that, Pat, isn't it?
that is it.
So, meaning that is it that your best friend wanted to take your client away from you because she was also a caterer?
I didn't know, I don't know. But what I remember was my clients, after we were done, the program, everything was done in the evening. Then she called me. The clients called me. In fact, we were all from Accra. She took us she ordered, booked us from Accra here to Sunyang. And she called me. She said, "Pat, like I said, who is that woman to you?" And I said, "Oh, Auntie Pat, she's also into catering business and and a friend as well. So I have this order. She has nothing doing. She has gotten all, and I just involved to her. And she said she'll come along with me. And she said, hey, and one thing I want to tell you, when you get to Accra, call me. I'll tell you something. But the only advice she will want to tell me is I need a worker. You understand? I
Okay.
need a worker, not a friend." It means you
Okay.
can't see, not everybody you get involved in the business that you run. Friends are friends, and then work or business is what are business. So whenever you are running a business, just get involved with people that are supportive to the vision or the business that you are doing, and they are there to work, not to do friends or acting.
Okay. All right. So,
Hmm.
wow, it sounds very sad because best friends are known to be supportive.
Yeah, but you know what happened that night? Later, she had a quarrel with my client, and she got upset, and she had to leave Sunyang around 11 p.m. and then she came to Accra.
Did you, because our viewers want to know more about this, but let me just be brief around it. Um, did you confront your friend? Did you let her know that what she did actually wasn't professional?
No, I don't need to,
You didn't
because
need
I
to.
saw it coming
Okay.
from the beginning of the whole program, the entire event. Even before a car has to board us to where the actual event was, we were all ready. All my workers are ready. I called her to come. She said she's now going to bath and she's tired and she needs proper time to take her bath. And I said, "Oh, you are not serious. This is
Okay.
not a friend I usually know you of." So I just ignored her because she cannot spoil somebody's event, and then it is something that's going to benefit the brand name and my client as well. So
Okay.
I just ignored and overlooked whatever
Okay.
she's doing.
Okay. All right. So we move on to our next question, but before that one, what do you ask Pat? Based on that same story, have you learned anything from that? Do you have any lessons that you want to share with us?
Yes, I've learned so many things. Business are not for jokes. So that was the moment I have to sit up and then make sure past signature remain. Past signature has to stay. If I want this brand to come and stay, then I have to sit up, right, and do some corrections.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So to all our viewers, you said the juice that we have over here was also prepared by Past Signature. It is very nice. Huh? You
Okay.
want to know the name of this juice? Don't worry. Pat will tell us what she used for all these things. Okay. All right. So you have learned lessons from the story that you just told us. Okay. That is your past.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you. Past Signature. Are you in partnership,
Hmm.
or do you run the business with someone else, or are you are just the CEO? You operate everything.
Yeah, I do everything by myself,
You do everything
solely
by
by
yourself.
myself.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Pat. It's like a lot of people would actually want to know more about that story because I'm receiving several messages over here. Some are asking, so what happened to your friend? Have you been calling your friend? Um, is your friend calling you
Yeah.
currently? I like so many questions. You see,
Oh, we are cool.
like more than I think we
We
have.
are very cool. I'm
You are
the type.
very cool.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
hold
okay,
grudges.
okay.
She still comes to me. I go to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But do you do any business?
Whenever I need her, when we came, one funny thing was I started getting orders and I ignored her. I wasn't calling, I wasn't getting her involved.
Okay.
Then one time she called me. It was like, these days I have changed. I've changed. I don't call her again. I said, so I was just monitoring, let's check in the, um,
The piece, like
yes,
how, yeah, how the relationship is
yeah, I have
good.
to. So she started complaining. Lately, I have stopped calling her, and I didn't want to go like you did that. That I don't want to just remind people. I actually don't want to visit old issues. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just told her that things are hard now. I
Oh,
hardly get orders and all that. But
okay.
later one time I was so many she came. We were cool. We even ate together. Later on
Oh,
she was sick. She called me. I have to go and visit her. So that is business. But our closeness with friendship, we are still keeping it well.
okay. All right. All right. All right. It seems you have a very kind heart. Okay. Very well. All right. So it's unfortunate we can't ask all these questions because we keep having so many questions from our viewers. But Before we go for a quick commercial break, we want to ask you this: based on your past experience, the story that you just shared, um, a lot of people are touched with your story. Yes, and some are also sharing similar experiences with us on our social media handles. Um, Unfortunately, um, some do have their business being closed as a result of this best friend thing or friendship thing. Um, you took a different trend. That is, you were able to go through all these struggles. We would like to inquire from you what advice do you have for the upcoming entrepreneurs or those who are already in business?
My advice to student entrepreneurs is start on a humble scale and stay committed to vision.
Okay, all right. So, viewers, you heard it all, and you are supposed to stay focused. Actually, what I'm taking from her experience is that you should not focus more on best friends, as you think your best friend will be there for you always. So you have to be very careful when it comes to business and friendship. You're supposed to draw a thin line between the two, because if you are doing business, it's strictly business. If you are doing what is termed as friends, it's also strictly what friendship. All right, so we are going for a quick commercial break, and we want you to know that this show is sponsored by Safe Cash. And if you want to know your daily expense, that is your weekly budget, your monthly budget, what you've spent, and you want to know that, oh, okay, so this month you did more spending, or let's say this week it was just something few that you spent. You can just download the app. The app is on Google Play or App Store. But Safe Cash application does not only track expenses. Wherever you are, that is your locality, you can just launch the app. The app will let you know that, okay, so your area, this is the shop that we have in your vicinity that is selling a particular kind of food. If you want to get something in that locality, just launch the Safe Cash app, because it's going to give you all the information that you need pertaining to a particular what locality. The show is also sponsored by AfriLogic. AfriLogic provides IT solutions for organizations or for corporate institutions. We are also sponsored by First Man Learning Hub. If you want to be a data scientist, a data engineer, trust me, trust me, you are going to get all this information or quality tutorials from First Man Learning Hub. All right, so we are getting to the end of our show, and we have one more question for um, our guest, that is Madam Patricia. But I think you can see behind us what we have over here. So that is past signature, what past signature caters for. Everything is over here. And Pat will share all her social media handles. Pat will also share the contact so that you can reach her. If you also want to follow this show, then just follow the ATU Library social media handles. We are on YouTube as ATU Library. You can also reach us on Facebook. You can also reach us on Instagram. We are also on TikTok and also Twitter. All right. Okay, Madam Patricia, we are back. And we are getting to the closure or to the end of the show. All right. I have some questions for you, but I'm actually going to pick only one and ask you because if I'm to ask you all these questions, we won't be living here. All right. So this question keep occurring from our viewers. But let me ask you from a different direction. We want to know, what are your future goals and aspirations as a student entrepreneur?
The vision, my goals currently now is to open three business.
Three businesses aside the past signature or the
The
same?
same.
Okay, but are you saying that your businesses will be doing something different because you are catering for something? You are a caterer.
Oh yeah.
So
And
opening
it's appearing positively.
three businesses will cover what?
Okay. I've been receiving orders from regions outside Accra. And I would like to open other branches so that past signature will be closer to all my customers.
Okay, so from what you are saying, you are trying to let us know that currently you are based in Accra.
Yes, please.
So you are hoping to open part signature a branch in various regions.
Regions.
Oh, okay. To cater for these orders.
Yes.
It means that when you get any order from a client who is not in Accra, you just place a call to a particular branch.
Particular branch.
Okay, in that region. Okay, all right, I see. But I decided not to talk about this. That is your other profession, but just a brief one. You see, we have some of your colleagues sending us some messages. This time around, not your classmates, but it's like police officers. Can you tell us? Just make it clear. Are you also a police officer?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds great. It means that parts combines the police officer job and that of the student entrepreneur, that is catering for weddings and other kind of event, that is corporate events and the likes. But let's ask Pat, do you want to say something about your policing, that is the officer that you are?
Oh, I may need clearance from management. Issues like this, I need clearance from management so I can talk about it.
Pat, you need clearance. Okay, all right. So let me say something about her regarding the police officer job. You see, just a brief one. She just don't want to say more. She is saying that she needs some clearance from management, but it's cool. Pat works very hard as a police officer, and trust me, if we are to talk about the police officer aspect of Pat, we won't be living here. Okay, so we should just respect her opinion as just a police officer. Okay, those asking her rank and those things, and it's unfortunate we cannot ask that. Okay, all right. So thank you very much, our lovely viewers, for being with us right from the start to the end of the show. It is the ATU Library Student Entrepreneur Show. And thank you, Madam Patricia, for making time with us. And we've really, really, really enjoyed everything that you've shared with us. But we want you to share your social media handles, your contacts, so that we have a lot of viewership. People are watching us and they would like to book you for events. So can you share your contacts if you're okay? If you have any social media handles, so you can. If you're on TikTok, you can share your handle. If you're on Facebook, you can share your handle. But
Okay.
just give us your business contacts.
And this is
Yeah, your number.
right. Number 055 161 1745 and then 0242 012 820. I'm on Facebook as Pat Signature Catering Services, Instagram Pat Signature Catering Services, and on TikTok Pat Signature Catering Services.
Okay. All right. Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Hello, lovely viewers. It is me again, Pat's signature. This morning, I have this meal with me. I have a guest, and he wanted me to prepare him some meal. So I have with me here a to made up from yam, locally known as eto cake. Yes, so I have eto here. We have salmon, my green salad, and pieces of eto here. So we are going to have dine with Mr. Obed. Please, can you join me? Your meal is ready. Always you want me peto. So you can join me to have yours.
Yes, right.
Welcome.
Ah, thank you. I think you can just.
Okay. So this is the same as this. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a piece of yam cake and then your egg as well. Eto is very nutritious food.
Mhm. And a
And then
spoon. Can I have some spoon? Spoon.
I'll be with you shortly.
Okay, alright. Okay. Yeah,
How does it look like?
it is very great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't say because you are with me and
Mm, it is very great. You see, I have a drink over here too, right? Mm-hmm. Special. I thought you said the name is what?
eto cake,
A topic. Mm-hmm.
commonly known as
Yeah.
locally eto.
Mm-hmm. I thought it's vegetables, right?
Yes, with your mackerel
Um, I have
and a touch of egg.
egg too right here. Mm-hmm.